Take a slow breath in and out. Let your shoulders drop. Now picture this. You've been building this for years. Late nights, personal savings, your name tied to the outcome. And lately, something feels different. Not failure, not success. Just this quiet question you keep pushing away. Is this still the right thing to fight for? You're on a call with your advisor. They say, "We need to talk about focus." Your investor says, "This isn't scaling the way we hoped." Your team looks tired, and you smile and say, "We just need one more push." But inside you're thinking, am I pushing because it's right, or because stopping feels like losing? Here's the truth most founders never hear. Persistence is not always courage. Sometimes, clarity is. The hardest decision isn't to keep going. It's to decide, deliberately, whether continuing is still the best use of your time, your talent, and your team's belief. Now notice the thoughts that come up. I've already put too much into this to stop. What will people think if I walk away? Maybe the breakthrough is just around the corner. These aren't strategic thoughts, they're emotional ones. So you ask yourself a better question. If I were starting today, would I choose this again? Now imagine stepping back and looking at your business the way a dragon would. Not emotionally, strategically. You ask 3 questions. First, trajectory. Not, are we growing, but are we learning fast enough to justify continuing? Second, leverage. Not, am I busy, but is my effort compounding or just sustaining? Third, optionality. Not, what do I lose if I stop, but what could I build if I freed this energy? Now notice what usually keeps founders stuck. Sunk cost, pride, fear of explaining the decision, not strategy. So you reframe the moment. You say to yourself, the time I've already spent is gone either way. The only real decision is what I do next. That's not quitting. That's capital allocation of your life. Now imagine the decision moment, not rushed, not emotional, calm. You sit with a notebook and write, if I continue, the best realistic outcome in 2 years is... If I pivot, the best realistic outcome in 2 years is... If I stop, the best realistic outcome in 2 years is... You compare futures, not effort. And suddenly you see it. One path looks busy. One path looks familiar. One path looks strategic. Now imagine telling your team, not apologetically, not defensively, clearly. We built something meaningful. We learned faster than most. And now we're choosing the next chapter with intention. That's leadership. Now imagine telling yourself, I don't need to prove my resilience by staying. I prove my leadership by choosing well. Here's what dragons really respect. Not founders who never stop. Founders who know when to stop the wrong thing so they can build the right one. That's judgment. That's maturity. That's investable. Now picture yourself 6 months from now. You didn't cling, you chose. And instead of regret, you feel something else. Relief, clarity, momentum. Because you didn't just walk away from something, you walked toward your next strategic advantage. Take one breath in and out, and let this settle. Staying is easy when pride decides. Leaving is powerful when clarity leads. And I choose to make decisions not from fear of loss, but from belief in what I'm becoming.